as RAD Torque demonstrates their innovative torque wrench tools. This demo will be presented by Dennis Roy, Accounts Manager at RAD Torque Systems. Dennis, take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm Dennis Roy from New World Technologies. We manufacture the RAD Torque wrenches. Welcome to Progressive Rails Democast. I'm going to show you what we manufacture here in just outside of Vancouver, British Columbia. And it's a lot of safety aspects that we put into these tools to help the guys out do their job more efficient, quicker, safer. I've been with New World Technologies for 20 years and I've seen hundreds of applications. In the rail car, we were approached by a lot of lumber yards where they, all their pallets and pallets of wood, that they'd have to tension down the cables. And they were doing this with a bar. So the guys would crank down on the bar and sometimes they'd slip. There'd be a lot of injuries. So we decided to come in with our air tools, which is this one right here. And this will do up to 1,000 foot-pounds. Now the guys, I was told that, you know, anywhere between 300 foot-pounds and 500 foot-pounds to tension those cables so the loads don't shift. All it does, it goes, you plug it into the winch, and this arm, we can make it longer or shorter, and it butts up against the rail car, and it tensions your cable to whatever torque you have the tool set at, and you're good to go. There'll be less shifting of the loads once they arrive at their destination, and also a lot less injuries. The guys really like it, a lot quicker too. So I understand that you do need a compressor for this. So what we have done, we've adapted our battery tool to the gearbox. Now it's completely portable and it comes with 2 batteries, a charger, and you can just walk up to no cables, no nothing, no compressor. You can walk up to the winch, do all your cable cars, and your job is done. I'm going to show you a few safety items that we manufacture here at RAD Torque Systems. One is you can add the handguard to the tool. So now you cannot bump the trigger by accident if you're trying to adjust the tool onto the nut or to your rail car. Also, we have the rail car extension tool. We noticed the guys were always, they'd have just a regular tool or impact and would have to kneel down, bend over, and tighten those bolts constantly. Now you gotta do that all day, your back is gonna get sore. So what we've manufactured is basically a rail arm, a rail extension. And yeah, it's great, the guys love it. You can stand up and do your work, and we could actually make this longer if you're taller like me, so you don't have to bend down still. And getting back to custom applications, like the rail car, this was a custom arm that we manufactured right here. All we need is a few photos and some measurements, and we can make the proper reaction arm for your application. There's many out there, like there's train car lids. We do a spark-proof reaction arm, so it's a post-reaction arm with a piece of brass over the pole, so it doesn't create any spark. Another one is the crab nut arms, the EMD. CN Rail has asked us to do their crab nuts, so the cylinder heads on the engines, and we were glad to make which I don't have here right now with me, but again, we can make any custom application with just a bit of information. So yeah, give us a call, and thanks for your time, and I'm happy to answer anybody's questions.
We have a few questions here in the Q&A. We'll start with this one. Can the RAD Torque wrenches handle extreme weather conditions? Dennis, you answer that?
Yeah, our air tools and battery tools have been up in Alaska, up in northern, up in Fort McMurray, where the weathers are, they get below 45 Celsius. And they've been surviving. Sometimes with the air compressors, you would have to put an additive into the lines so they don't freeze up because of the condensation. But yeah, they survive heat and cold.
Okay. We have another question. Can you give us an overview of costs of the tools? Give us maybe some examples and price ranging, etc.
The price ranging, it all depends Canadian or US, but on average, our tools are about $6,000 for the complete kit.
Okay.
Now, if you do need accurate pricing, we can set you up with a distributor in your area.
Okay. Another question: how versatile are the tools? Are there any other attachments that can be placed on the equipment?
Yeah, we can make anything for the end of the tool. Different reaction arms. There is nose extensions to make the tool longer, so you're out of the way, not close to the bolt, and your hands are away from any pinch points.
Okay. Next question: how do we set the torque on the pneumatic tools?
On the air tools, it comes with a filter, regulator, lubricator, and they're individually calibrated. So every tool comes with a torque chart, and you would need to run the tool on this torque chart. It would be PSI versus torque. So let's say you were looking for 600 foot-pounds, and it said 55 PSI. So you'd run the tool at 55 PSI. Pull the trigger until it stalls out on your bolt, and you get 600 foot-pounds every time, plus or minus 5%. Now our battery tools is just digital increments where you dial in your number and it stalls out, and they're plus or minus 2%.
Okay. Okay, great. How is the reaction arm fastened in place?
That's just a simple snap ring on the end of the tool. It's easy to remove and put on. It's just a spiral snap ring. Okay.
A few other questions. What kind of warranties do you guys do for the tools, and what's the turnaround if we have to send something in?
We have a 1-year warranty, and that every tool is inspected here, and then quoted out, and then recalibrated. So it's about within a week we can get your tool back.
Okay, good. How would you work one-on-one with a company?
We would get our distributor. We're the manufacturer, so we would get a distributor to come out, one of our technicians who have been trained here at our facility, to go out and visit with any tool or and he would have any questions, and yeah, they'd be glad to help you out.
I guess here's the final question for you. As far as what we've got here in the queue, Dennis, why is RAD Torque tools better than any other torque guns on the market?
Well, our facility, we are the manufacturer. We manufacture every part, so we have quality and control on every part that we manufacture, and we strive to make it lighter, faster, and safer all the time. So and we take pride in our work. So we have 35 CNCs and eight mechanical engineers on staff, and 8 electronics engineers. So I think we're pretty proud to have that. It's a pretty good system that we have going on right now.
Awesome. Okay. Well, with that, if anybody has any other questions, you obviously can reach out to Dennis later, or if you want to put stuff in the Q&A here, Dennis can look, and we can get those questions to him as well. But thank you, Dennis. Do you have any other final thoughts for the audience?
No, just thanks for joining us, and yeah, I look forward to answering any other questions if you guys have any.